This video is on how to add a discussion to your course. I have my chemistry course open and I'm going to add materials. So I'm going to click on Add Materials and add a discussion. If I add a discussion using the Add Materials button, the discussion will go to the bottom of the list of documents and links, and I will just drag and drop the discussion where I want it. For this case, I want the discussion to go in right underneath my lab safety quiz. So I'm going to hover over the green dashed line, click on it, and add a discussion. Give the discussion a title. I'm going to say it's science. And then give a description of what you want the students to discuss. You have a full line of editing tools here. You can even add content like an image or media, a link. You can add video. If you want to embed a video, you can switch to the HTML using these different toggles over on the right hand side. Paste in your embed code from a YouTube video or from an Edpuzzle or any other embed code. And you can also insert tables and links. You can also insert a file from your computer, links down here, anything from your resources in Schoology. You could voice record your discussion assignment. So I'm going to say post some links on good ideas for science fair. Okay, we have some different options with this. We can individually assign, so I can go here and assign to a certain person, certain student that I want to have do the discussion. I'm going to leave that disabled for this. I can align learning objectives, so I can assign a standard to the discussion. You can learn more about that in the Beyond the Basics section. I can lock it. I can make it hidden right away. When I post it, it'll be hidden. I'm going to make it visible. This is a unique option for discussions where members can see other responses before participating. So if I click this right here, now the students have to post something before they can see the responses of other students. This is a very nice feature for discussions so that they can't just copy other people's ideas. They have to put their own ideas down before they can see everyone else's. You can share the discussion with other classes, or you just copy it. So if it's shared, everyone in the class, both classes, will see the discussion underneath of it. If I just copy it, each class is going to have their own discussion. They won't be able to see the other class's discussion. So those are some of the different options that you have with discussions. You can also, right here, create a due date and enable grading. So if you're going to make this some sort of grade, I can enable a grade, give it a category. If you want it to be able to sync with PowerSchool or go into their Schoology gradebook, you do have to create a category. I only have a quiz category created. If you go to Beyond the Basics, you can see how you can add more grading categories. You can use a rubric, you can use a scale, numeric or a letter grade scale for the grading scale. You can also add a due date for the discussion. So I'm going to go ahead and enabling grading. I'm going to put it on due tomorrow, and I'm going to hit create. Discussions will also show up on their calendar and list of events. So now if I go over here, I can see I have my science fair discussion is due tomorrow. And if I click on it, I can see what I'm supposed to include in my discussion. You could also tell them they have to reply back to other users, and then they would post their they posted their ideas, and they would post, and then Now they'd be able to see everyone else's reply, which I only have my reply right now. I hope that helped understand how to post a discussion in Schoology. And if you have any questions, make sure you contact